G'day guys, happy Sunday to you. Super excited for the week ahead. Let's get to it. Our strength format for the next couple of weeks is going to be now one exercise. Okay, the lead exercise, the A exercise, is going to be a strength one on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let's talk about just the bench press. The bench press on Wednesday, you're essentially going to be doing 5 reps every minute for 10 minutes. But for the first 5 minutes, you're going to do 5 reps at 50% of your 1RM. Now, if you don't know what your 1RM is, just make those first 5 sets easy. Don't change the training load. I want you to go down under control and I want you to explode up. It should feel easy, okay? So 5 minutes at the same weight. Let's just say, for example, mine is 200 or thereabouts. I'll do 5 reps at 100 pounds for the first 5 sets. And then I'm gonna add 20 pounds to that. So my next set will be 120 for 5. Minute 6. Minute 7, I'm gonna do 140 for 5. Minute 8, I'm gonna do 160 for 5. Minute 9, I'm gonna do 180 for 5. And minute 10, I'm gonna do maybe 185, 190 for 5, knowing that my max is 200, okay? So you're just gonna build each minute from minute 6 through 10, building to a tough 5 for the day. Now, if you haven't hit your tough 5 for the day, you may do another one if you like. And if you hit it too early, just stay at that and complete that 10-minute window at the weight that you've kind of hit your max at, or go down 5 or 10 pounds, if that makes sense. Ideally, what you want to do is, as we work into this format, is I want you to kind of leave 10 to 20 pounds in the bank, okay, for next workout. It's always good to leave a little bit in the bank for next session, so you can hit another good one next week, okay? So there's that. That's going to be the lead exercise on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. On Monday, we're going to be doing tomorrow, we're going to be doing a push-up test. And the push-up test is on a 2-second timer. I do this over 3 weeks while I was away in Australia. I actually did the first test in Hawaii, then did the second one in Australia, and the third one in Hawaii. And interestingly, my first test was 29 reps. My second test was 35 reps. And my third test, back in Hawaii in the sunshine, was 40 reps. So this test is specific to you, but it's also always good as to see, as a group, where we are and where we sit. Now, if you haven't got a strong push-up, that's okay. The push-up technique of putting a band around the pull-up bar and around your waist to allow you to do some reps, that's fine. Or if you need to put something underneath your chest to hit the target, because you haven't got about 8 to 10 at least with a full quality push-up, then I would have an elevated surface, but not on your knees, please. Let's use our midline, and it's on a strict 2-second timer. The best timer to get is called Metronome Pro, and it's just beep, beep, right? You've got to stay in that plank position. As much as it being a push-up strength test, is a core strength test as well, because you've got to stabilize and hang up there in between reps, okay? So you're not just going bang, bang, bang. It's 1 rep every 2 seconds. It's a great little test and a really great way to see where you sit with upper body strength, as well as where your scapula sits, chest, midline. So I'm excited to see that. If you can film it for me too, and yourself, that'd be excellent. While we're on that, I'll come back to that actually. On Tuesday, the rowing intervals or the bike intervals or the running or whichever one you are doing is now going to be, we've done 500 meters with 2 minutes rest. We've done 500 meters with 90 seconds rest. Now we're going to do 500 meters with 1 minute rest. And your aim is going to be hitting around the same time that you have with 90 seconds rest, right? So you're going to be doing more work in less time, or the same work in less time. So essentially that's going to help us get fitter. So try and go back and have a look at the numbers from last week that you hit, and look to hit those same numbers with reduced rest. It's going to be a little bit harder, but it's going to be a really great, give you definitely a great response for the rowing intervals. So we're going to do 8 sets this week, 10 next week, and 12 next week. And we are inching towards doing some couplet training on Tuesdays, but I just want you guys to get really, really good and proficient at pacing for single modality, which is so important. Which leads me to the Wednesday AMRAP, which is going to be a 9-minute piece of 3 exercises: box jumps, no jump, burpees, and kettlebell swings. And I did a video on this last week, and the principles of pacing and the importance of it cannot be underestimated here. It's of the highest importance to me in regard to getting you fit. I've been practicing this over the course of many years. It is a skill. It is one that's going to help you get fitter and do higher quality work over the depth of multiple sets and multiple training sessions, which is going to help you improve your aerobic capacity and your ability to breathe. So it's something that's going to take some time for a lot of you, but just be okay with that. And I want you to, it's not a matter of going hard either. It's a matter of like just hitting like particular numbers, easy out of the gate, then 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, and then finishing at 55 or whatever the rounds are for you particularly. It matters not. What matters is your ability to pace and replicate pacing rounds. So good for the brain, so good for the body, and helps you like continue to sustain work as you get more fatigued and always finishing strong. The one last point I'd like to mention, if you haven't seen the video, is that I always like when we're doing, a 9 rep movements or exercises within an AMRAP, complete those unbroken. But when you finish the round, you can also, let me just backtrack. I did some thrusters on the during the week with kettlebell swings, and going from the thrusters straight to the kettlebell swings and then taking a break was just going to get me all jacked up and out of sorts. So what I did was had a break right after the thrusters, and then I had a break right after the kettlebell swings, and I started my next round. Right? So just think it's like short periods of work with a short rest, short periods of work, short rest with everything. Okay? And then you're not going to get yourself out of breath, out of control, and like start losing your shit, right? So it's a matter of us building confidence, building repetitions of pacing, and it takes time. So I much prefer you to go make it easy and easier and allow yourself to get faster as you get more confident with this format, which is a trait, but it's a higher order trait. It's not just you exercising blindly and erratically and starting hard and then finishing slow. That's just going to train you to get slow and not get a good physique and not build confidence and not get stronger and more powerful, which is what we want in the long run. Does it make sense? Hopefully so. And then Saturday, another long 10-rounder again. Love the 10-round format and the longer conditioning session on Saturdays. Hopefully you're liking it yourself. A lot of you guys are doing different workouts as well. If you're not, if you want something specific to yourself, reach out to me. Happy to design that for you. And really keen to see your push-up result tomorrow. Send me the video of that if you can. And rock and roll. Strength work Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. 10-minute EMOM, 5 minutes, 50%. Increase slightly each minute. Leave a little bit in the tank for next time. Always good. And challenge yourself. Have a great week, and I'll see you soon.